Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, here we go!
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Garendo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That one is good. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. This throw left is complete with Judy. They face second down and 7. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll give it to Garendo. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
On first down, Stafford. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Second down, it's Stafford. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he will go all the way. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Tiger, 19 Tiger. Take off.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
Oh, man.
He's got his tight end.
What?
That's fire move. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
6.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball
But it
base
hasn't been
and
just straight
forcing 3rd
facilitator.
down.
He's been out for like 2 years.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Mike. Less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the 49ers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Go.
Right back to the air following that pick six. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready up. Set. Ready.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
On the handoff, it's Garendo. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. Stafford now on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. Third and a yard.
59.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
God damn it.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. This drive will start on the ground. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stafford working from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
Ready, break. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Play action now for Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Isaac Guerrero, the intended target, coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score Niners 20, Steelers 6.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Guerrero. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take...
And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Off play action, it's Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 2. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And more of the same. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of...
That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the